Today's sponsor is BT Miners. BT Miners has been a longtime sponsor of the channel and a proven reliable source for ASIC miners. If you are looking to purchase ASICs hardware from Bitcoin to Dogecoin miners, they are available for purchase on bt-miners.com. BT Miners has recently launched an app on iOS and Android that lets you browse their inventory by profitability and return on investment. Follow the affiliate link in the description and use promo code SOAT for a discount. So a couple weeks ago over on Locals, I posted that I got a tip off that what has happened with kaspa is about to happen on two different networks, one being Radiant and one being Alephium. Now, the idea behind this is that FPGA miners are starting to discontinue mining Radiant and Alephium. Now, this is kind of twofold. What you see in the FPGA mining market goes as such. A private bitstream comes out that they sell to large FPGA farms. Those large FPGA farms then mine it. When they have built up a bag big enough for themselves, what they do is they then release that particular bitstream to or through like a K1 or something like that, like a more public bitstream, and then it has like a high fee. And then they start selling off their old FPGAs to replace with newer, more powerful FPGAs. So once that's complete, this usually starts to mark the signal of ASICs coming online. And it looks like this might be a potential of ASICs starting to hit the network on Radiant, because K1 pool is starting to have huge spikes of up to 15 terahash per second randomly and getting tested over and over again. These definitely aren't FPGAs on Radiant, at least to my knowledge, especially as I do know for a fact that a lot of FPGA manufacturers are starting to, and miners are starting to dump those older FPGAs onto the market. And we have a public bitstream now for Radiant. So what we've been seeing on Radiant here up to this date has really been FPGAs already on the network. And this is starting to look extremely suspicious. Tell me what you guys think of this. Do you think we are about to hear the announcement of a Radiant miner, ASIC miner? Or at least at the very least, a Blake 3 kind of multi-miner, right? So maybe we have like a Blake, because we have like, you know, Blake 3 Alephium. Maybe that's also coming down the pipeline. Very interesting stuff here. I'd like to hear your thoughts and opinions on it, but heads up, if we do end up getting some ASICs onto this network, and you can expect a pretty good increase in price of Radiant over the next little bit, because we will probably get into that 1 cent range if I had to take a bet. Not financial advice, just from previous experience with the way this FPGA to ASIC transfers go, right? Dynex has made an interesting decision, and I hadn't been, unfortunately, paying close enough attention to this. I'm a big proponent or fan of privacy on cryptocurrency networks, especially being a cryptocurrency YouTuber. I kind of like that excuse of, you don't know how big my bags are. And it's kind of like twofold, right? Like, I like to show examples or whatever, but I also like to make sure that I'm not just like getting completely doxxed on what my bags look like all the time. That being said, what's really interesting here is that Dynex is removing the privacy features of Dynex. And you can see that here. So the removal of privacy features in Dynex, it was in progress. They posted this screenshot. And then about 9 hours ago, the first non-privacy transactions are running through mainnet. So now you have non-privacy transactions on Dynex. This is interesting. I haven't actually looked to see if you can, it says removal of privacy features. I would be okay with like you choosing whether or not you wanted those privacy features, having like two different options. It doesn't seem like that's what's going on here. So, you know, your Dynex address is going to get doxxed. How much you have in your wallet, going to get doxxed, that sort of thing. It could be good for the price, because you will be able to begin to see how much is actually within exchanges and how much is being held in wallets, which could technically increase people's interest into the project if there is a lot of Dynex being held off of exchanges. However, like I said, I don't know why you would remove this feature necessarily. I don't get it. Maybe somebody, you guys can explain it to me. Of course, most of the comments are all these kind of, this is so annoying on crypto Twitter. It's like, you guys are next level. It's like, have you really thought about it? Like, do you like this change? You know, like, I don't know. I get so fed up with like fanboys of individual cryptocurrencies never questioning the developers because it's just rampant. It's rampant. People putting the K's in their names and the DNX and the ETH and the whatever it is, trying to shamelessly pump up their own bag. It's fucking bullshit, dude, and it's so stupid. Thanks for watching this clip from the Crypto Mining Show. You can check out the full episode here, and don't forget to subscribe down here as well. You can also check out my crypto mining e-course at sonofatech.com, where you can get a free month of supporter status with a purchase at sonofatech.locals.com. Also, don't forget to check out my merch underneath the video or at shop.sonofatech.com. I'll see you next Tuesday.